I went to see another Broadway play. If you guys listened to the podcast in the past, you know I've seen a shitload of plays. I've told you guys how to get tickets on the cheap to watch some plays. I actually have a YouTube video. I'll link to it in the episode notes again for your viewing pleasure. It's a little tutorial on exactly where to go and how to do it to sign up for these Broadway tickets that you get at steeply discounted prices. Tickets cost $30 to $40 max, and the face value of the tickets are anywhere from $90 to $250, and it's like a random lottery. You can sign up for free. If you win, you have the option to buy the tickets, and you don't have to. And if you lose, it literally costs you nothing but a couple of seconds to join the lottery on a daily basis. The only catch, if you want to call it that, is that if you win the lottery, the tickets are same day tickets. So you sign up and you usually know 5 or 6 hours ahead of the actual show time if you've won or not. And if you win and you choose to purchase the tickets, you have 5 or 6 hours to make it to the show. Anyway, the show I won tickets for this time was Aladdin, which I was really happy about because I've been signing up for Aladdin for a minute, and I actually won the lottery a few months ago. And the way it works, which I explained in the video, that again will be linked in the episode notes and is available on YouTube if you want to just search how to get discounted Broadway tickets on YouTube. I'm sure it'll pop up. But I won tickets to it a few months ago, and the way it works is that when you win, you get an email saying you've won, and you have an hour to purchase the tickets if you still want them. And if you don't purchase it within the hour, you're asked out and you can't buy them. And I got the email, I think the announcement's at 9 or 10 in the morning, and I saw the email like at 9:59. So I had like 1 minute, and by the time I like clicked on the site and logged in, like I clicked purchase, I put in my card information and everything, and then by that time it was like a minute passed, and I was asked out and I couldn't get the tickets, and I was beating myself up over it for a while because I wanted to see the show, and then missed out on it for something stupid and forgetting to check my email. But came around full circle. I kept signing up almost on a daily basis, and I won a major prize. I won. Where's that from? And yeah, me and my wife went to the show, and the seats this time around, they're random seats. You could get like dope orchestra seats, you can get balcony seats, you can get nosebleeds, you can get mezzanine, anything. They're completely random. This time they weren't that great. They were third level balcony seats, but first row, so they weren't that bad. There were definitely worse seats in the house, and for the money, obviously, like I said before, they're $30 tickets. Face value for those seats I think were like $90 or $100. And the show, I would say it was definitely top 5 show. Maybe 4, maybe 3, but definitely a top 5 favorite play that I've seen. It was like the colors were awesome. It was like really colorful. I've always liked the storyline of Aladdin. Like I remember liking the movie, the cartoon Disney movie, when I was younger, and just the story in general. Rags to riches type of story. Guy gets the girl at the end. Happy ending type shit. It's a cool story. It's a really famous song, I Can Show You the World, which was cool. The way they did it in the play was dope because they actually like got it on the quote-unquote magic carpet, and the way they showed it in the play, it like flew around the stage like with them on it, Aladdin and the princess, And it looked legit because they, it was like mad smoke and it was dark, so you didn't see like any strings or anything like pulling it or anything like that at all. It just looked like a fucking carpet was floating in the sky. So it was a really cool production the way they put it all together. And yeah, it was funny. They had Aladdin, instead of having the monkey as like his friend or whatever, Abu, he had like three dudes, like three of his boys, and one of them was like heavy like Brooklyn Italian accent, and which is funny. And they do that a lot in plays. Like they throw in like a lot of like New York humor, I guess it's like for the tourists and shit, but it's kind of cool. And he was like the comedic relief, kind of. Not just him, but he was definitely part of it. The genie was dope. Stole the fucking show. He was the same. He's like the a big black dude that's like in all the posters and stuff like that. It was the same guy, and he just stole the fucking show. Really funny, charismatic, and just completely. He was like the star of the show. Got a standing ovation at the end. He got a standing ovation actually in the what's it called when they take a break in the middle? The fucking shit. There's like a proper term for that. The intermission. There was like a big number, big like song dance routine thing, and they got like a huge like standing ovation. Then I think actually bigger than even like at the end of the show. Like it was really dope. What else was good from it? The set was really cool too, and like all the changes to it were dope because they were like they changed a lot, like scene to scene, and it looked like a brand new set each time. You know what I mean? Like it's not a lot of like some plays you see it's like the same backdrop throughout the entire thing, and then they like change a couple things here and there, but it still just looks like the same place. But this one, like they changed so much shit that everything just looked different, and like the whole floor of the stage had like a lot of like cuts and grooves and holes and like stuff. Like the genie, for example, would like disappear like down into the ground like an elevator type shit, and will like bring them down and then close back up the hole, and like a lot of things would just like go that way like that, and things would like pop up, like the same way like through the ground, and it was dope. It's a dope play, cool set. The cast was really good and funny, and like I said, just like aesthetically, like the look of it was crazy. Definitely recommend it. And check out that video, no bullshit, that I'll link to in the episode notes again if you guys want to cop some cheap tickets to Broadway plays. It's a dope night out, especially like during the week you have nothing to do. They have like weekend lotteries also, obviously, but like I got these tickets for like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. The shows are earlier. Instead of starting at 8, they start at 7 during the week. So, it's a dope night. You still get home early enough to not be like fucked up the next day,